I want everyone to know I'm not calling anyone out with this, all right? I'm not calling Bill or Mike Girvin out, but their most recent dueling Excel tip. By the way, I just have to say this, that if you haven't seen the dueling Excel, the most recent one, it's great. Sylvia Yuha's friend of the show created an awesome new theme and opening sequence to it, and we are all in it. There's hidden visages of our faces in that sequence, so you should go check it out. I'm going to try to sum up the question and their response, and then I'm going to give you my response. So the question was, you have three values. Here I have value 1, value 2, value 3, Rick, Oz, and Jordan. Importance, this is in least importance to greatest importance. No, I'm just kidding. They're in random order. Over here we have a value list, and the test here is we need to find these three values in consecutive order within this list. So how can you do that? So Bill's method, which I have never really seen before and didn't know was possible, but we're going to recreate it right now, is you take these three values, and hopefully I'm doing it justice, because as I recreated it, I wasn't sure if I got it right. So you're going to take these three values, you're going to use that concatenation operator, the ampersand, to turn them into one, and then in your lookup array, so watch what I do here. I'm going to select this range first. I hit F4. I don't know if I need to do that, but I'm just going to do it out of practice. So now I'm going to select the one right under it, hit F4, and then because we're doing 3, I'm going to do one more. Okay, so make that an exact match. Go back up here. We're going to do that Control-Shift-Enter. You see it came up with a 2. Okay, so that means that it found us starting with the second position. So we know if it's greater than 0 or it's not an NA error, that it has found it. So that is the way that Bill presented. And then Mike did not have anything. He was blown away. It's actually a great video, so you should watch it. Mike did not have anything in response for their duel. And here I'm just showing you, we use the formula text, just showing you what that is. Okay, so I'm going to give you my solution, and there are differences between it and Bill's, ones that make it better or worse depending on what you need. But the first thing I'm going to do, I'm going to build in pieces. So what we're going to do is we're just going to match these values into the value list. So you can just watch me do that. It's so great to watch me do this here. So let's see here. For some reason it's saying Rick is at 10. So that is because I forgot to make an exact match. So now I'm just going to scroll this across. Now we see that these values are 2, 3, and 4. So what my version does is it tests. So what can we say about these values that are in a series like this? What is a test we can do to see if they are all only one away from the other? So the test I came up with was standard deviation. So we can use the standard deviation here. And I'm just going to select all of these, and it's equal to 1. So what does that tell us? Well, it tells us that whenever we have values that are in consecutive order, the standard deviation of the matched location of those values is always going to be 1 if they are consecutive. And I know that was a mouthful, but that is actually how I chose to do it. So I'm just going to recreate that here, because it's always nice to see things twice. So I'm going to do standard deviation here, and then we'll do match this in our value list. You get to watch me type. This is always the fun part. But it's good to see it just for your own use, just to see it work all together. We'll do it one more time. I know I'm not making this easier with copying and pasting. So let's see here. Okay, so oops, I don't know how that mystery one came in there. So let's see here. We have the standard deviation of all of these, and it's saying that I have an issue here, that it's coming up with NA. So I wonder why that is. Let's try this one more time. Match that in here. So hopefully everyone understands what's going on.
Oh.
Any question while I'm doing this?
I think because you're doing the match twice. because you use the match to get the location.
Oh yeah.
And now you're putting it again in your standard deviation formula.
Thank you for following me on that. Oh, what I'll do is I'll just drag these up. That's
there you go. Yeah.
You know, that happens. I was starting to sweat there a little bit. It's always going to equal to 1. You know, we're going to have our experts in the back room cut all this, right, Rick?
Absolutely.
Okay, so all you really need to do is hit equals 1 here at the end of that, and that will test if it's true. Thanks for picking that up, Carrie. I probably would have just sweat that one for the next 5 minutes. So that's how to do it. Okay, let's talk about this for 1 second. So one advantage to bills is that bills allows for duplicates. So I'll let you watch his video and figure that out. This one will not allow for duplicates. And one other thing, whether you consider this an advantage or disadvantage, that's really up to you. But this really doesn't matter if I put them in order or not. So that may be a problem depending on what you're looking for. So it can go reverse order. It doesn't matter if it goes 3, 2, 4 because the standard deviation of those elements is always going to be 1 regardless of order. So that is my solution. I'm calling Bill and Mike out. No, I'm just kidding. I'm not.
All right.
So how many srirachas have I lost for that mistake?
This is a tough one. This is a tough one.
Because I mine were asleep. Thank you, Carrie. No. I took a little nap.
Because I like seeing the standard deviation. I like on a different approach to the challenge and showing the differences between the 2 solutions. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to say a 3 for the overall presentation and the thought process, right? But then there's a 2 for actually needing it. So, but a 3 overall.
Yeah, I don't know if you'll really ever use this, but I thought that was kind of a an interesting solution to throw in there.
But the thought process, yeah, really good. All right.
He's got the really cool thing nobody needs.
That is, that is a story of my life. That's my blog.
But hey,
that should be the tagline.
Yeah. Option explicit BBA, the really cool thing nobody needs.
But hey, if it makes you work, then hey, because I've got this dream of putting vertical doors on my 97 Geo tracker. Now, that's gonna be something. I'd never get my money out of it, but hey, I feel good.
That's what's important. Maybe.
That's right.